Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. Welcome. It's your first time here on my channel. My name is Todd. This is Todd Hollow Homestead. Brought to you live from Southwest Missouri. So anyways, this is going to be a little update. Just to be a quick little video. Oh, Chigger. Quick little video of what's going on. Where are those two? I think she's sitting on these eggs, but there's 3 eggs in it. There's one. She's been sitting on these eggs. I'm wondering if I should just... I got so many eggs in the house. You know what? I'm going to let her hatch them. I'm going to see if she can. Anyways, that's just a little update on progress of the babies since they've been born. And y'all just get ready because we're going to have round 2. Because little Miss Autumn should be having her babies in about 3 weeks-ish. About 3 weeks. So, let me come over here, get a little update. For the most part, the babies are doing just fine. Where are they at? Babe? There they are. 2 boys, there's 2 brothers. Now, you're probably wondering, where's the 3rd boy? There's Triplets. 3rd boy's not in here. 3rd boy is inside the house. We're doctoring up the baby. So, these 2 guys have been out here with Mama, running, jumping, playing, growing, milking off of Mama. To where the brother, the very firstborn one, Izzy developed a thing called bent leg. And what bent leg is it's a goat whose ligaments didn't fully develop, I guess you can say. Or when they were in the womb, the way it was positioned, you know, they're walking around on their knees. There's a couple of names for it. I know it as bent leg. It's extremely common in triplets and quadruplets. So, I mean, there's just not enough room in there for all the babies. So one of them comes out with the deformity, which is called bent leg. It clears itself up over time. But I'm trying to rush the process. So for the last 2 days, we've had him in the house. We've had splints on his legs. My wife took some medical tape and Q-tips and put Q-tips all the way around his legs and then taped it on and allowed him to walk around. That way we're teaching that ligament, that muscle to straighten out and strengthen, so that way he stops walking on his essentially knuckles or his knees. So we've had that in there. And then when he came out, he was the first one. He was breech. Izzy. He was the very first baby. Came out butt first. All the hooves pointing backwards, essentially. And when he came out, I mean, Mama did a fantastic job with delivery. He weighed the less. He was only 5 pounds when he came out. To these boys here, Ozzy weighed 7.1 and Silas was 6.1. So Izzy was the smallest one born. Now, for some reason, Izzy didn't know how to suck, and he couldn't nurse off of Mom. Day 1, we had him latched. He latched on to Mom for just a few minutes, just to make sure that he knew what he was supposed to do. So he can just latch, get that first initial colostrum inside of his system. And we thought, okay, fine, let's go on to the next goat. You know, we did that with all 3 goats, and then we just left them alone, left Mama alone with them. There's the babies. We left Mama alone with them to bond or whatever. So since then, Miss Queenie got in here and she got into this section, and she somehow managed to lock Mama Maria out away from the babies. And so I had to come over here and put a strap around the gate to keep it open, because little turd over there is liking to be in here without, or trying to get near Maria, but for some reason she always messes with this gate. I don't know why. She always closes it. Anyways, so Izzy didn't know how to suck, so he couldn't nurse. And when I came out here one day, um, he was cold. He was skinny. He was on his rear end was up in the air. He was standing on his knees, knuckling it, what you want to call it, and he couldn't reach Mama's teats. Um, yeah, he was shivering and cold, and and then when I was in here, I was like, oh my goodness! And before I can actually get to him, he just kind of fell over. So I thought, my gosh, this is it. I just lost my goat. I really thought that he had just died right there in front of me. So I picked him up. I wrapped him up in the closest blanket and towel. It was a rag, actually, that I could find out here. I took him in the house. I got him cleaned up, got him dried off, got him warm, and then I started having to force feed him. And what I would do is I would stick the nipple in the corner of his mouth, all the way back down in his throat, and he would just gum it, and it just squirt the milk down. And we were only doing, gosh, he was only taking in about 3 ounces of milk a day. He just didn't have the will, the want, the drive to live. So that's so cute. Like, there's Ozzy, there's Ozzy, and there's Silas. He just didn't have the will to want to live. So since then, yesterday was a revolution. He all of a sudden decided he wanted to start eating. He was hungry. I stuck the bottle. I Googled it, and Google says if you've got a goat that does that's struggling to suck, it doesn't know how to suck on either nurse or on a nipple, the best way to fix this problem is cover their eyes. So what I would do is I covered his entire face. So put my hands over his eyes, put the bottle inside of his mouth, and lo and behold, I mean, he sucked it down. I mean, he sucked down 6 ounces within minutes. And what I was doing is I was replicating him underneath Mom and nursing for Mom with her bag up against his face, so that way, it's dark down underneath the udders. I'm assuming. I mean, there's other techniques that you can do, like you can do the squeezing technique, to where you're gonna cover them up inside of a blanket in complete darkness, and you're gonna squeeze them really, really hard, and you're gonna push them out one end of the blanket. Essentially, what you're doing with that technique is you're teaching them to reset their brain, like they're just being born. You're resetting their brain, like, oh, I'm here I am, and then you just go through the motions of their first birth, rubbing them down. You take a wet cloth and you rub them completely down, like you're getting the goop or the sack off of them. That's basically what you're doing, is you're doing a complete reset on the babies. But no, this technique worked. I covered his eyes to where he couldn't see. I stuck the bottle in his mouth and he sucked it down, and ever since then, he's a champ at it. Now he drinks down a bottle. He is sleeping with me at night. I mean, me and Mama, we keep him in bed so I can feed him every 2 hours. He's still not walking properly, so we've taken the bandages off. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take some old toilet paper rolls, the centers, you slice them up, you wrap it around his leg, and you take medical tape or what is that foamy, stretchy athletic tape, and I'm just going to wrap them tight around his ankles, and I'm going to bring him out here, so that way he can stand upright, he can learn to strengthen those hooves and those joints, and he can be out here and be a goat, and he can be with his brothers, he can be with his mom, he can be with his aunties. So he's going to come out here today and be a goat. Right now, he's basically a lap cat. So I've been hand feeding him. I've been holding him, keeping him warm. He's doing much better. I will film him in a minute. Let me wrap up out here, and then I'll go in the house where he's at, because I don't have him out here yet. And he's doing a lot better. So I'm excited to bring him back out here so he can start being a goat. Now, he did meet his father this morning, Victor, and Victor didn't want nothing to do with him. Victor's like, yeah, you get this little thing away from me. he got a little irritated. So, I mean, they're bucks. I mean, it's like that's all Victor knows how to do. He was doing his job. He was breeding. So, but anyways, I'm gonna go. Let me go inside. Let me go grab the baby, and then I'm gonna show you Mr. Izzy. I call him Izzy G. Izzy G. You know, Izzy Goat. You know, he's the goat. He's still a little on the skinny side. You know, but you'll see his hooves. He keeps it bent in, and he's walking around with his hooves curled in. Essentially, it's called bent leg, or knuckling, or bent knee. You know, there's different words for it. So, but anyways, let me wrap up out here, giving these guys water and feed, and then I'll take you inside the house, and I'm going to show you. I'll show you Mr. Izzy, his progress. So, all right, stay tuned. We'll be with you in a minute. Okay, everybody, here's Mr. Izzy. You can see his splints on his legs. So we had to splint up his front legs. What we did is take a toilet paper insert and wrapped it around cardboard, and then took the tape around that. But this is Mr. Izzy. Now, you can see he's got an overbite. He has a little overbite, which is almost like a genetic thing, but he'll probably outgrow it. But there's Mr. Izzy. He just got done finishing. He drank 7 ounces. No, 6 ounces, because this was 8 ounces full. So he just learned how to drink from a bottle yesterday. But yeah, there's Mr. Izzy. And he's doing fine. This is this is actually the first brother. But you can see his legs. Now let's get him down. There. I know he's going to want to pee. But that way it helps him stand. So that way he can figure out how to fix those. Yep, he's going to go pee. Hold on. Okay, I just had to put the blanket up underneath him. So you're going to pee on that blanket. I got to, instead of the rug. But yeah, this way he can learn how to walk and strengthen those muscles and ligaments. I'll keep these braces on his front feet for, probably about a week, or until they decide to fall off on his own. But I mean, he's just the cutest. Look at that face. He looks just like his mama. He's the runt. He was the smallest out of the 3. He's the one that came out breech. Got a little tail going. He's so happy. Hi, Izzy G, Izzy Goat. Oh, he's so cute. So he's still learning to walk on those hooves of his. So, and it's hard on the hardwood flooring because you can't get traction. But yeah. Hi, babies. So for right now, he's just gonna stay in here in the house with me. I do have a doctor's appointment today. So he's going to go outside with Mama and the brothers. Oh, he's so excited. So he's going to go outside and go play with his Mama and his brothers, and while I'm gone. And then I'll bring him in the house tonight. That way I can monitor him, hand feed him. I want to make sure that he's eating. He's getting enough calories. Oh, my goodness. Here I am. Excited to go see your Mama? Are you excited to go see your brothers? He's so cute. He's got such a personality to him. Yes, he is. Hi, babies. Hi, baby. Yeah. So anyhow, yeah, this is Mr. Izzy. He's here in the house. Come here, Iz. Say hi, everybody. He's so cute. He's such a good boy. You're such a good boy. Yes, you are. He's such a good boy. Say hi, everybody. Be YouTube famous. Say hi, everybody. Yes. Hi, everybody. Hi. How are you? Okay, so he wants to get down. Anyways, I'm going to wrap up this video. I just want to give you guys a little update on what was going on with the babies. And just show you progress. So, hey, if you haven't yet, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I would greatly appreciate it. Walk outside. Lighting's a little bit better out here. It's hot today. Oh my God, it's hot. I mean, it went from raining. Whoa, caught my face on the screen. Went from raining for the last 3.5 days, cold, freezing temperatures, to 76 degrees with like 90% humidity today, because we got more rain coming. But anyways, hey, if y'all, I really appreciate every one of you who watch my videos. Thank you so much. If you can, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I'll let you know when I have more videos that I'm going to be uploading. Again, you know, this means the world to me. I enjoy sharing a little bit of my world with y'all in hopes that, you know, it brings just as much joy and enlightenment to your lives as it does mine. But anyways, hey, I'm going to wrap this up. Again, I'm Todd. This is Todd Hollow Homestead. We're out here in beautiful Southwest Missouri. Hot and humid Southwest Missouri today. Boy, I tell you. Yeah, be safe out there, everybody. It's a crazy world. It's a crazy, crazy world. Be safe and make good choices. You know, we get one world, one life. We get one opportunity, and we have to be sure to do it right. So make good choices. And as always, everybody, happy hunting, y'all. Till next time, take care. Bye now.